Good morning, my friend. It's been raining for the past 2 days. Just grabbed myself a little cup of tea at the McDonald's. And yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do today. It's been pouring rain for the past 2 days. My cat here, grumpy cat, she's not so happy right now. And the house looked like a mess, and you're gonna see that. So yeah, I think we're gonna clean up a little bit today. I do have to go charge the battery, which I want to do first thing right now. And yeah, I'm not sure how the day's gonna go so far. But yeah, it's been raining a lot. Yesterday was pouring rain all day long, so the cat didn't really go outside that much, and she didn't go this morning either because it's pouring rain, so she's a little bit grumpy. So yeah, gonna go charge battery first. That's the plan. And so where I go to get charged my little Jackery battery, which is, by the way, the only thing that I use to power my whole house, my whole van, I should say. Yeah, it's a little Jackery battery, so I do charge at work mostly. So if you do have a job and is easy to do this, I will highly recommend. It's super easy. I think it takes like 6-7 hours to charge. So while I'm working, I usually do that, but I'm gonna charge this morning. I'm working later on today, so I want that to be done. And yeah, so I'm gonna show you downtown Squamish. I never show you, even if it's raining, because anyway, if you visit Squamish in the winter, it's gonna rain. Most likely you have at least one day of rain. Right now we just park in front of those Christmas decoration. Hi, the cat. I should have removed my Christmas decoration. It's pretty much done. So yeah, let's go charge the battery. On this beautiful rainy day, I thought that maybe we could chat a little bit about a couple of things that I saw in the comment section, and a couple of things that... Yeah, so yesterday was January 1st, and on January 1st every year what I do is I do have journal. So I journal since I'm probably 16 or maybe even before that. I always had a journal. I don't do it every day. It's more like when I feel like it, kind of. So every New Year's I just grab my journal and kind of just look at, you know, all the things that happened the last year, and sometimes I go like more than a year just to kind of look, you know, like, oh yeah, like 2 years ago at that point in my life, and a year ago was in that point. I don't know, something that I enjoy doing. And yesterday I came across the first night that I slept in my car, which, hold on, I have to find it again, was in September. Hold on, got it at the beginning of this one here. Probably there. So I wrote on the September 26th of 2018. That was my last day that I was to move after that. and I was quite stressed when I wrote this. I was worried about a couple things. I didn't know where I would stay. I didn't know where I would sleep. I didn't know how things would go, you know. And I used to like sleep in my car from time to time on the weekend. So I knew a little bit what I was getting myself into, but I never had like more than 2 weeks kind of road trip in my car. And so if you don't know, I slept in my car for a year. Was not a plan, it was just the way that kind of happened. My plan was to move here in Squamish, to sleep in my car for a month until I found a place to rent. And the place to rent here are really expensive. It is like $900 for just a room with a roommate. So you only have one bedroom and you share all the other area of the house. And after sleeping in my car, I kind of realized like, yeah, that's not too bad. Like maybe I'm gonna go another month, and the month became a full year. So that time I knew I was sleeping in my car for a month. The reason why I was so stressed that day is because I had to travel 6 hours from where I was to here in Squamish, and I didn't know if my car would make it. I had all my stuff inside of my SUV. I don't have that much stuff, you know. I'm not someone who owns a ton of things. So everything was fitting in my SUV. The cat was with my ex-boyfriend at that time, so at least I didn't have to worry about her. She was all right. But yeah, I was really stressed. And you know, like when you have a time in your life that you have a lot of like, you know, things move very fast, that you feel like you have no control, you know, like just long time in a relationship and now it's over. And I had a business too that had decided to close. I used to have a dog training business. So yeah, it was a lot of like stressful time, and I wrote a couple days after that, and you know, I think it was starting to be alright. You know, I had the part-time job. I find out the place to have a shower, which was a gym, and for at least I think a week or two even, I was sleeping in a Walmart parking lot. And I still sleep very, very, very often at Walmart, to be honest with you. But at that time, that was the only place that I felt comfortable, if you want. Even that, I remember, like, if a little noise in the middle of the night, I was waking up and be a little bit stressed, you know. So it took me a week before kind of like calm myself down. And so I, at one point, for some reason, the owner of that Walmart, which really was really fine, decided to call the bylaw, which I think is because one guy was just partying and screaming and all that. So they called the bylaw, and the bylaw knocked on each door and each of the van and say, oh, you have to move. So that was my first time that I had to move from that Walmart, which, like I said, was probably a week and two that I was sleeping there. And so that kind of forced me to sleep in another place. And I kind of like pushed myself a little bit at the beginning to go sleep at other place than just, you know, the Walmart parking lot. But the reason why I wanted to share this with you is because I know a lot of people in the comment section was like, oh, I wish I could do van life. I wish, you know, money it's hard, and I wish. And I would say, if you do have a car right now, SUV, something that you can sleep in, at least go on the weekend or 2 weeks road trip sleeping in a car. It's not gonna be the best thing ever, okay? It's gonna be hard, you're gonna be in a small little space. But after a couple nights, you're gonna realize, you know, it's not, at least for me, it was like, oh, it's not so bad. You know, in the back, I had like a little light, I had my mattress, two bins. Like one was for my dirty laundry, was for my clothes, and I had in the front passenger seat, I had some food a little bit, like nothing major. And that was my setup in my SUV. Okay, nothing, I didn't build anything, was just a mattress, and yeah, my clothes and all the rest was at the storage, so I could just grab something if I needed the storage. And yeah, that's just all I did it. And I was stressed at the beginning, was, you know, a little bit uncomfortable, which is normal because that's something new. But you realize that you make your little, the back of your SUV kind of like cozy and comfortable, which is strange to say, but it was my little house, you know. It was like, I had like a book, so I was reading at night, and sometimes I was parking like to get some Wi-Fi and downloading a movie or whatever, you know, and I was just chilling in the back of my SUV, and I was happy, you know. And that whole year that I slept in my SUV was just, I think it was one of the best things I've done in my life, which is strange because you think, you know, like, oh my God, you know, I'm pretty much at the lowest part of my life, you know, sleeping in SUV, which is not the greatest. But because I didn't have TV, I didn't have any so much distraction, you know, I was taking time for myself, you know, taking time to realize, okay, what I want to do, where I want to go, what I don't want anymore. And yeah, it was just the best thing. So if you are thinking about van life, yes, rent something if you don't have any car or anything that you can sleep in. Try different type, low roof, high roof, see what you need, because I realized after sleeping in my SUV for a year, I didn't need it so much, which is why my van is so simple, because I don't need it. I realized, you know, in fact, I do have a sink in my SUV right here, but I don't use it that much because for a full year I didn't have a sink, and I kind of got used to, you know, used to go around. I just made it super simple, and which is why my van is super simple, you know. I only have like a little Jackery battery that you saw, and that's it, you know, like, and I didn't have any battery, by the way, in my SUV. Any other than the car itself, you know. And yeah, it was all right. I was charging all my laptop and all that at work sometime, or I was going at the coffee shop and charge there where I was working on something. Like right now, because I do video for you guys, I will probably not like it that way, because yeah, it would be I would be in like McDonald's or Tim Hortons, whatever. I would be in a coffee shop all the time, because yeah, it'd take at least almost like 4 hours just to edit those videos. So yeah, it would be complicated. But at that time I didn't have so much need for my Wi-Fi connection and all that, so it was perfect. So yeah, if it's something that you've been thinking about it constantly, do it. Do it. Go on a weekend, test it out, and understand that it would be normal to stress the first week or two, or you know, like some people take a little bit more time, some people take less, and maybe you're gonna realize, you know what, it's not for me. But at least you will not spend thousands of dollars into a brand new van, or between something that you feel like, you know, like my problem is I see sometimes people want to buy a Sprinter van, which nothing against Sprinter van, but I want to buy the big Sprinter van, all like beautifully, not like beautifully done, you know, like everything be perfect with the solder, the everything, like, you know. And that's my problem, because people start with this and I'm like, you don't need all that. Start simple and realize what you need, because what I need would be really different than what you need, because you might need like a lot of like charging thing and solar, and maybe you live in an area where there's got a lot of sun, you know, and so maybe solar would be a great way to start. But yeah, start simple and see what you need, and what, you know, adds up slowly what you really have to, what you need. but don't start with the big van, especially if you don't really have that much money. Don't invest in the big van before you don't even know, maybe you don't like it, you know. So yeah, so that's what I've been thinking yesterday, because I was like looking at my journal and I was like, I think I should like share a little bit of how I start in my SUV. Unfortunately, I never like film anything. I don't even have a picture of, you know, my setup or anything. I was quite shy, if you want, of that. Not shy, but I didn't tell a lot of people when I was sleeping in my SUV, because it was kind of for me. I wanted to see if I like it, and I didn't want people to tell me, like, to judge me, to say, oh, you should not sleep in your car, it's dangerous, and all that stuff. You know, I wanted to do it for me. I wanted to try it out, and yeah. So that's what I was thinking yesterday, and I was like, maybe I should share that with you guys, because you don't need anything fancy to start. You just need to get out on the weekend for a week or two, test it out, rent something if you don't have anything that you can sleep on, and yeah, see if it's for you. And from there, if you know it's for you, yeah, start thinking about, you know, the type of van that you really want. Maybe rent a couple, you know, low roof, and see if that's for you too, and go from there, you know. But don't start buying that big, fully converted Sprinter van just because they look cute. Yes, they do look cute on Instagram, but maybe you're not gonna like it, and maybe it's not for you, and that would be really sad that you spend all that money for something that it's not for you. All right, enough talking about this. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna let you with this today. Was not the greatest. Today was pouring rain, so not so much we could do anyway. But I hope those little tips would inspire you to maybe try it. Try van life, see if you like it, see if it's for you. And hopefully next time we're gonna see each other, the rain's gonna stop, and we gonna be able to do something outside. Usually me and Kitty, as soon as it's like sunny or at least not raining, we're outside for sure. So so yeah, give me a thumbs up if you like this little video. Subscribe if you're not already. I always love to chat with you guys in the comment section below. So maybe share how you start van life. You already started. If you have any tip for people, share below. I love to see you guys chat with each other too. It's really great. And yeah, I will see you soon, guys. Bye.